From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, son.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Well, that heat wave, it is almost here. I say get out there and enjoy this normal weather while you can, because we've got this big heat wave heading our way, and you're going to feel the impacts by tomorrow, and in particular over the weekend. So we do have the potential to break some records across parts of Northern California. Not everyone. I think it may be a bit of a struggle for the valley, but we'll see in other places where we could break some records. Now, it's not going to be as hot as next week here, so we do expect temperatures to drop after this weekend. Now, here's your planner for today. Again, one more day of normal temperatures. Normal high in Redding is 100, so if you get up to 101, that's about normal. Red Bluff about 99, and Chico a high of about 97 degrees. Now, for the mountains, temperatures hovering in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees. Mount Shasta about 90, 89 for El Turris, and off into the eastern mountains, how about Susanville with 91, 92 for Paradise, and a bit cooler in Bernie with a high of 88 degrees. All right, so we have these heat alerts, and really a lot of numbers, a lot of colors. It's kind of hard to really make sense of it all. Here's the bottom line. When we've got advisories and excessive heat warnings, what the National Weather Service is essentially trying to tell you is be prepared for the heat that's heading our way. That's going to be the case here tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I think that's when we have the biggest heat, and then temperatures will start to plummet after that. So let's talk about some of those records. So we're going to take you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's when I expect the biggest heat and the highest temperatures. So the record for Redding for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is 115, 116, and 17, right? So I don't think we're going to come close to any of those records. So I don't think Redding will actually break any records here over the next 3 days. However, Mount Shasta City, I think that's a different story. Look at your records. They're actually quite easy to break, quite honestly. So you can see 2018 was a high of 97, 99, and 1984 on Saturday, and the record on Sunday was 98, set back in 2014. Each and every single one of those days, we could break a record in Mount Shasta City. How about El Turris? Well, I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You can see the record for Friday is 102, 103 on Saturday, and 102 on Sunday. You'll notice the highs that we have forecast are not quite those records. Now, Susanville, it looks like it depends on which day you're looking at, right? The record for Friday is 103. We won't get that high on Friday. But on Saturday, I think we could break it pretty easily, actually. And for Sunday, it's a very good possibility we could break that record as well. Record of 1972 and 1987 on Saturday. So it'll be interesting to see. I think there's a potential for some of us to break records over the next 3 days. Now, that heat, that bubble of heat is over us on Saturday. Saturday, Sunday is the peak. Then this all shifts eastward. And this is all pretty much in line with what we've been talking about even since last week. So there's really not a whole lot of change. It's just going to be hot any way you look at it as we go into Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But thanks to this trough of low pressure, and this is really actually a very deep, impressive, cool area of low pressure that's helping to push that heat back over the desert Southwest and the central United States in general, where next week we'll see a heat wave. Now, another thing to take into account is the monsoon moisture. The flow around the area of high pressure that's over the Four Corners region is going to help to transport that monsoon moisture over us by Sunday and Monday of next week. That could bring us the potential of higher humidity levels, maybe some thunderstorms in the mountains as well. Hey, heading out to the Trinity County Fair. Of course, the Trinity County Fairgrounds in Hayfork for today, look for a high of about 96. Actually shouldn't be too bad, right? But there it is. As we go into Friday and Saturday, those temperatures getting much warmer, highs well over 100 degrees. So if you're planning on going out to the fair here over the next few days and really over the weekend, make sure you do everything you can to stay cool. And I'm sure they'll have plenty of opportunities for you to stay cool with drinks and whatnot. But there you can see your forecast for today. Temperatures about 100 degrees, give or take, for the valley today. And for the mountains in the mid to upper 80s, some low 90s in there as well. And how about the coast with temperatures in the low 60s? All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast for Mount Shasta City. We're up to 103 on Saturday, 102 Sunday. But really, we see those temperatures drop significantly going through next week. So this is not a prolonged period of hot weather, or at least excessively hot weather. There's a look at your 7-day forecast for Redding. Up to 113. I'm going to kind of just keep Saturday and Sunday about the same. But you get the idea. It's peaking on Saturday and Sunday. That's the peak of the heat wave. And then temperatures will start to plummet after that. Still pretty hot on Monday, but we should drop back down closer to normal by next Tuesday and Wednesday.